Ah, the fantasy football craze, bigger than ever. And it's affecting businesses, restaurants and bars. It's no longer good enough to just show the game. These days, fans want bars that cater to fantasy football and their fans. My next guest just inked a new deal with Spike TV. Welcome, host and executive producer of Bar Rescue, a friend of the program. I think I can call you that, John. Welcome back. Good to see you.
Good to be here, Stuart. You can certainly call me a friend.
Okay, I shall. All right. Now, I want you to take us through this because fantasy football is obviously very, very popular. How would you design a bar, for example, that caters to fantasy football fans? What would you do?
Well, it's almost like the movie Matrix, where they live in a computer digital world. So to me, all the walls would be filled with video monitors, player statistics everywhere, games going. So you're almost within the web, within the fantasy. Yeah. But it's not only the visuals of statistics and wireless so they can all participate in fantasy football leagues as they live it around them. It's what you do. You can have draft events, player trading events. Yeah. You can do all sorts of events during the 20 or so weeks of football to drive traffic using fantasy football as the link to pull them all in.
You know, you're good. No wonder you got a new deal. That's very, very good. Do you think that fantasy football is big enough that if you did have a bar the way you describe it, the fans would come? I mean, you'd fill it and you'd make some money. You think so?
I would, but Stuart, that's only about 20 weeks a year. When you really do the math, it's about 30 to 40 days a year. What do I do the rest of the year? I still have to have great food, great drinks, and a concept that can live when the fantasy leagues are over. So that's the challenge, is to do something that works for that fantasy environment, but can go through almost a metamorphosis when fantasy leagues end.